Hey guys, Dave here. So I've been wanting to do this video for a little while. I actually got this knife, it's been a little while, I guess over the weekend or last weekend, I can't remember. But as you can see, this is from Three River Blades. It is the Kadu, C-A-D-D-O. It is the last one he said he was going to be making. It is a tank of a knife, and definitely certainly up my alley, and especially the way I ordered it. I did custom order this one. I think he decided to not make Kadus anymore after I'd already placed my order. So anyways, this is Three River Blades. A lot of people know John at Three River Blades. I can just tell you just on first glance that I was super impressed with it as soon as I took it out of the box. The sheath, you know, him and I talked about the sheath. The sheath's all right. It's not great. It's a little oversized for me. I'm going to see if I can't get it remolded. Not a big deal. I'm a firm believer. I didn't buy the, you know, my money's not going to the sheath. My money was for the knife. So I could care less about that. It is OD green. Of course, you guys know me. But just some quick measurements on it real quick, and I'll kind of tell you a little bit about why I ordered this knife in particular. It is, let's see, sharpened edge is right at 6 inches, and it's almost 6 3/4 to the end from tip to grip. So total length, let's see, I think it's 11 and something, 11 3/4, maybe just slightly longer, almost 11 and 15/16. So you know, I like my big knives, you know, I mean, what am I going to do? They're definitely, I ordered this special, it's 1/4 inch thick, 5160. 5160 is a spring steel. It is excellent for chopping, batoning, things like that. Actually outperforms a lot of other steels in the, you know, in those specific tasks. So that is part of the reason that I wanted it. 1095 was another option, but when he suggested the 5160, I was in total agreement. This usually comes in, I mean, now you can't get it anymore, but this usually comes in 3/16 thick, but I went ahead and got 1/4 inch thick, and it is definitely a hoss of a knife. It is big. When I ordered this, you know, there's a little bit of belly here to the handle. And because of the blade thickness and of course scale thickness, it's actually almost a little, you know, maybe at some point I might consider trimming down a little bit of this to get better purchase on it, but it still definitely works. It still feels good in the hand, but definitely a tank of a knife. Could not be more impressed with his work. I can give you guys a close-up there. It is supposed to be a modified Tanto, but it almost looks like a drop point the way this one came out. I know, I mean, it is a custom knife, so not every single one is going to be exactly the same. And so, you know, it doesn't matter. I'm still super impressed with it. Could not be more impressed. But the way, you know, it came down, and, you know, there's almost no, slight, I guess, that Tanto, but it really did not come out that way, which is fine. It does not matter to me. I was not, you know, that wasn't the most important thing to me. But, yeah, just could not be more impressed. You guys can get a look. Any type of weird looks or anything is just the oil on it. And plus, like you can kind of see right there, there's a little bit of the oil look. But just a tank of a knife. Just a tank, full flat grind. Just a beast. OD green micarta with stainless steel pins and the lanyard hole. Super impressed with it, man. I really am. I really am. You know, when I first got it, you know, you look at the whole deal that you buy as a total, and I wasn't really thrilled about the Kydex sheath. But like John says, I'm a knife maker. I'm not a plastic guy, and so, you know, I totally laugh at that because that's perfect. So, but super impressed. Some other knives for comparison. Let me see if I can back this up here a little bit. I'll just move those right there. Earl says Merry Christmas to everybody. Say what's up. But here's an SE5. That'll kind of tell you how much of a hoss this thing is. even, I mean, this disappears. You guys can see it basically disappears. It is a tank of a knife, even all the way to end of pommel, all the way to the striker. It's probably a good, I don't know, 3/4 of an inch longer. Yeah, 3/4 of an inch longer probably, at least a 1/2 inch. So that's an SE5. Let's see what else I brought out. This is that Gravel knife that I bought, the BIC. You guys can see they are very similar height-wise. The Gravel is actually a little bit wider, and I mean taller in height, but I mean lengthwise, just not even a comparison. They one's a tank, and I mean, but they're both. These are, I mean, they're both a 1/4 inch thick. So 1095, 5160. But yeah, there's another comparison. The Gravel BIC. I'm actually going to be getting another one of these custom ordered once he gets his new shop set up. I like the BIC a lot. So smaller comparison, but I thought I would bring it out just to show you how much of a tank it is. My Bowideman Scold. You guys can see that's, yeah, no comparison. That is to the end right there, and it's got, you know, just ridiculous amount of distance. And even if you went to grip only, or even if you went to blade length only, huge difference. So bring out one that a lot of people would have, BK2. This is my backup BK2. My regular BK2 is in my truck. All the knives that I usually carry, I actually have one knife here that I usually have in my truck, but it's because, I'll tell you why in a second. But yeah, BK2, both 1/4 inch thick, 1095, 5160. But you can see the distance right there, almost to the end. There you go. Is probably almost an inch longer. Almost an inch longer. So yeah, so there's comparison right there. Definitely both tanks of knives. You see kind of the drop point I was talking about. You can see where it kind of started out as a tanto, but I'm always going to have a problem with that word. It does definitely, you know, straight down, but then you can kind of see the drop to it. So yeah, definitely, you know, not the modified tanto, so to speak, but it'll definitely work. And the knife I was talking about is, because I'm getting ready to send it to get a sheath made for it, is my Bussy Ash 1, which is just the biggest tank knife that I have. And you can actually see the Bussy is actually a little bit longer and also wider. This is the Infi steel from Bussy, and it's also thicker too, if you can believe it. This is 0.32, this is, you know, 0.25. So the Bussy's just a tank all around. It's my apocalypse knife. It's the knife that I would want for any reason. If all shit breaks loose tomorrow, I'll have the Bussy with me, and actually probably some other ones too. But the Bussy is definitely the one for the, you know, shit hits the fan, so to speak. But yeah, there's that comparison right there. Probably the actual closest comparison I have other than blade thickness would be these two. And that's definitely why I wanted to get it. A very fair price. And I was happy to get the Last Caddo that he was going to make. So super impressed with it. I'll put a link to his website, Three River Blades. I know a lot of people already watch his stuff. If you didn't see the knife that he put up this morning that's coming in March called the Huntsman, check it out. I am already thinking of getting at least one and maybe two, because that knife is just sweet, and really looking forward to it. Yeah, just the ergos on that thing and blade thickness and steel and everything. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be picking some of those up. So can't wait to, and I've already contacted him. I think I was the first person to watch the video this morning. So anyways, so that's that. John, thank you very much, man. Cannot be more impressed with your work. The knife came out I'm super impressed with it, man. Super impressed. I love doing business in the community, guys. I absolutely love it. You know, getting my knives pimped by the Thor or Jeff or Tough Thumbs. Whatever it happens to be. I love, it's a good community we've got, and I love spending my cash, with some of the people that are doing the good work, as far as I'm concerned. So So anyways, that's that. So thanks again, John. I really appreciate it. Was happy to give you the business, and I could not be more pleased. So, okay, so I bought a knife from a fellow YouTuber, and it was a knife he had already done a review on. So I thought I would go ahead. This will really put it in comparison here. I'll put the Kadu back out here so you guys can see the comparison here. I got this from Roman Legionnaire 77. You guys all know him, Eugene. Him and I have become friends. And, you know, we've already done lots of business. So this is a knife that when he first got it and did the video, I told him I was, you know, really interested in getting one. And it's an adventure sworn, and for people that know, their knives are kind of hard to come by. And so when he decided that he was going to get rid of it, I definitely wanted it. So I will put a link to his video that he did on it, and also, of course, to his channel. But Roman Legionnaire 77, we did a little transaction, and I'll show you. This is the Adventure Sworn Hinterlander, and it is a tank of a knife. This is a chopper. You know, until I can get Gav to make me one of his Bigfoot choppers, this is the closest thing I was going to get, and I could not be more impressed with it. It is a spectacular knife. And I will put a link to the actual Adventure Sworn website and a link to the Hinterlander in the description box. Orange, I think it is G10. It's been, you know, contoured, the concealed carry look. It's got brass pins, and I can't remember the whole setup behind this. I was even looking at it the other day, but you know, I'm going to actually probably, the scales for a knife this size, they're a little slick, and for what it's meant for, you know, to me, chopping, you know, some heavy duty work, it's a little slick. It's a little slick, and I could see, you know, if you were really putting it to hard use and stuff, it could come flying out of your hand, and to me, you know, knives this large and stuff should only come with micarta. You know, micarta is just better under those conditions. You know, to me, the wetter it gets, you know, the firmer it gets in your hand, and so I think micarta is definitely the way to go. It is hard to tell. I can't tell if this is just smooth micarta or if it's smooth G10, so it's hard to tell, but either way, however it came out, it is slick. But doesn't matter. Super impressed with the knife. 01, 1/4 inch thick. It is a tank of a knife. I think it's 10 inches long, man. The thing is just, I mean, look at it compared to the Kadu. I mean, it is a beast. There's just no comparison. I mean, that would be, I can't even get it in frame. That's how big the knife is. So machete, chopper, you know, large knife, whatever you want to call it. Anything you see on there like that kind of shading right there, that's because of the oil and where it goes into this fancy. It does come with this fancy handcrafted, hand-stitched leather sheath. Super impressed with it too. When you buy a Adventure Sworn knife, I mean, you're not getting you know, I mean, it's every little detail. They are really nice, man. They are spectacular. I did oil this up this morning so you can kind of see where, you know, where it goes into the sheath. It just has that little bit of oil that's been taken off, but the rest of it's kind of dark because of how it goes into the sheath. So, but super impressed. Eugene, thank you very much, man. You know how much I wanted to get this thing. So I definitely at some point want to get one of Gav's Bigfoot choppers. That thing is a tank too, especially that kukri style blade. And it would be right up there in this same, you know, same category of toughness and size and everything else. But super impressed, and I absolutely had to have it. So that's it, guys. Sorry, I ran a little bit. Actually have... I rented a or not rented, I bought. I was joking with Sick Johnson this morning, a guy I've been talking to quite a bit. And we had been, he told me, he asked me if I had seen this movie yet. And of course I told him no, I had not. Total Recall, if you guys can't tell, it's because of the glare. Total Recall. And I had not seen it. I had heard it wasn't very good, but he told me that the sound on it's awesome and the special effects are pretty wicked. So I told him I was going to wait, and I just decided, why wait? I'll just get it now, and I'll go ahead and watch it. So that's what I'm doing the rest of the day. There you go, Total Recall. So I guess just real quick, I just want to tell everybody that, you know, in the short time I've been on YouTube, I've really enjoyed it. I've met a lot of new people, you know, through either me buying stuff from them or just, you know, in general, us talking and stuff. I want to say congratulations to Minivade. He got himself a new job, and congratulations, bud. That's awesome. But just because I probably won't put up another vid between now and Christmas, I just want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas. If you're traveling, be safe. And I'll talk to you again after Christmas. I definitely have a couple of sweet knives coming in that I can't wait to get. One that I've wanted for a while in particular. So doing a little business with another fellow YouTuber again. So, but that's it for today, man. Hope everybody has a Merry Christmas. Please be safe if you're traveling, and have a good one. Everybody be safe. I'll talk to you later.